All right, so I have been going through a bunch of storage upgrade lately, and honestly, it reminded me how confusing this stuff can get. Internal versus external, NVMe, SATA, I don't know, generations, speed. It is honestly very confusing, um, and pricing all over the place. I picked a few really solid options from Amazon that are actually, discounted right now. Yes, Black Friday sales are over, New Year sales as well are over, but I do see a couple of good deals that I can definitely recommend. You could still get a pretty good discount of 10-15% off. I'd say you're paying roughly about $10-15 extra from the Black Friday deal in comparison, to be straight up. And I will show you real use cases. If you edit videos, game, play on a regular basis, you have a lot of photos, you want to back up drives, those are good options which I'll recommend. So stick around. A lot of people buy storage without checking compatibility or what they truly need. They either overspend on something that has way more speed than their system can use. um, they even buy something too slow and then complain about sort of the transfer speed. um, and overall, the bigger issue is we depend on storage more than ever. Phone recording is 4K, laptops filling up, games taking about 100 GB each, and when your storage slows down, everything feels slow and frustrating. So the deeper problem is that many videos only online that you see are reviewing SSDs, like everyone is a hardware engineer. uh, and most people just want something that works and does not fail after a year. So something that does not thermal throttle, something that moves files quickly without sitting there for 20 minutes watching and you're seeing the progress bar like it's 1990s. You might want to switch from HDD to SSD. So that's the first thing. You might be running out of space on your PS5. You might want to run Lightroom smoothly. These situations all need different drives and brand pushed marketing instead of like real clarity, a real solution to the problems. So initially I used to get these hard drives, which has like it pretty slow to back up. If you have a set of photos you just want to back up on a regular basis, yes, a hard drive would do it, and those cost about $150 max. But upgrading to a SSD, and I'll show you a few options on Amazon that you could choose. If you do heavy video editing and you want to not just back up for videos, but also use it as the main drive instead of your storage on your PC or Mac, I would really recommend some internal NVMe drives here. Now, breaking down the internal and external SSDs, that actually makes sense. And again, depending on your use case, as I mentioned, you can go with an internal SSD, and I'd recommend 3 of the best options. Again, based off of prices, you can go. I'd say in each of these cases, I've personally used the first 2. So the first one is the Samsung 990 Pro Gen 4 NVMe, and again, this is available in 2 terabyte and 4 terabyte right now for the Evo Plus. And then there's one more, which is another previous one. Again, even if you go with the previous version, not a big deal, to be honest. I currently have an Evo Plus 4 terabyte. I did end up getting a great deal during the Black Friday deal, which was roughly about $350 or so. but all of these internal SSD, yeah, like these products have gone up in prices, and unfortunately, if you're in the lookout, you'll have to end up paying this much anyways. But going with a SSD internal will make the most sense long term, instead of going for a typical external SSD. Yeah, second one is the WD Black SN850X. This is also available in 1 terabyte, which currently is unavailable for Samsung. The 2 terabyte is at a discount, and then 4 terabyte. If honestly, this is the preferred one compared to even Samsung, and very minor reason, and that is the software that you have to install for Samsung adds that additional layer of complexity you can think of. It is still easy to use. I have one myself. As I said, I also bought the WD Black. Once you configure it and connect to your computer, that's it. There's no more frustrations to go through. So yes, if you get a better deal than this, or the current 2 terabyte, if you're comfortable with it, I'd say this is the best you can get as of now with the prices. The third one, so this one is the Crucial T710 PCIe Gen 5 NVMe. Again, this one is available at a discount for 1 terabyte, but the 2 terabyte is not at a discount. And we can see like the price history here. The last one that was at like $249 about 30 days ago. And during the Black Friday, it was a really good price. Yeah, unfortunately, the prices have gone up quite a bit. So you'll end up paying the higher price if you need that extra capacity. And if you're a gamer, I'd recommend going with the Samsung or the WD. Both have really good options for PS5. In fact, they do have the PS5 version available too. That is sort of the custom made, custom printed look and feel for the PS version, and it's an approved version by the PS5 organization. So you can go with that if you are a heavy gamer. The other option is you can go with the cheaper option of Crucial. Would say overall it still performs well in terms of the speed, and maybe for it. Now you can see the Blackmagic app that I am utilizing on the Mac system, and I have the Samsung 990 Pro running, and I'm gonna run it on the specific target device, and that is my 4 terabyte version. I'll run it. You can see it is giving upwards of 3085 now for both read and write, which is compare it with your internal, you'll get very, very similar speeds as well. So this is fantastic. Same thing with WD. I don't have it right now on this machine, but I've tested it out. Really, really close enough to that. In fact, it can perform even better in some cases. Crucial I haven't tested, but I've heard good things. I did purchase the Crucial SSD version, and I had some troubles with it. So definitely ensure that you are testing and validating that it works with your system when you purchase one of the 3 NVMe device. So the next up is we want to review the external SSDs and the use cases you are having a lot of files, your images, videos, you want to store it elsewhere, you want to do a backup, let's say you're using Time Machine for your backup for Mac, then I would say you can still go with an external SSD. Really easy to use, as I showed. This is the first one, the Samsung T7, and it's available for $187 for the 2 terabyte version, and the 1 terabyte slightly lower one, roughly 121, is what you can get for. Again, I wouldn't recommend going for more than 2 terabytes. You could certainly go for 4 terabytes if you have a big collection of images and videos and you're just using it for backup purposes. Then you can go for more storage. It works great. I've had this for about 5 to 6 years and it hasn't gone bad on me. So that's the first one. Perfect for creators who move footage around. So that's for Samsung T7. So next is the SanDisk Extreme SSD. This one is really fast and compact. But note that SanDisk had recall issues in the past. Only buy new batches. So if you're seeing anything like an old version or a used one, be careful. Still a popular pick for a lot of photographers. So I'd recommend SanDisk over even Samsung. So I also have the SanDisk version myself. And here it is. So this is the SanDisk version. Again, this one I've used for about 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. And you can see the plastic still there. Looks fairly new. I'd say much more easy to carry if you're using it for travel purposes, just because of this hook. Makes a huge difference. However, with the Samsung, there is no hook. So that's a great way to compare as well. I did end up purchasing a crucial version X9 Pro before this purchase, and unfortunately this one did not work for me. For whatever reason, when I connected, I couldn't see the device on my Mac. Now it is potentially the issue with the Mac, but I tried multiple times and I ended up returning the device. So if you end up purchasing X9 Pro or X10 Pro just because of the good deal, definitely verify with your computer and ensure that you're in the return window. Performance wise, I'm not expecting that it'll perform any differently with compared to the SanDisk one. So next one is the Sabrent Rocket Nano, and this one is really tiny and really durable. I like this one if you want something ultra portable. Definitely ensure you're checking the cable version. Some drives include slow cables that limit speed. So swap to a good USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 cable before doing a full test and returning the device if it is not working for you. I will pull together these Amazon deals and drop the links below. These are affiliate links, so if you do end up clicking on these links, it does help the channel, but you don't pay any extra. Now these prices jump daily, so if you see a good deal like this, and I especially recommend you go for the 2 terabyte version or the 1 terabyte version, because these are priced lower compared to the 4 terabyte currently not on sale. If you want me to compare specific drives side by side, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to test a particular application, I can do that as well. Check the links below if you want to see the deals I mentioned. And if you like practical tech videos that actually help you choose the right gear, hit the follow button and watch the next one.